What's up guys, welcome to Laravel 8 from Sky series. Now we have already learned how to create post UI, validate user input, save post to a database, and display error or success messages. So in this video, we'll be working on creating UI to display the post for your users. So this project is already hosted on GitHub. You can check it out. I will add the link in the description. Here is a set of instruction for this project. You can go ahead and play around with it. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. So we will be going to the home controller, which is our root controller to display the home page. So here we'll fetch the UIs. For example, let's get some posts here. So we can get post.all and we can pass these posts to this home page. Okay, so this post, let's actually examine this post. Let's go ahead and dump this data. So the post is an instance of a Laravel Eloquent Lemonade database Eloquent collection. So this collection is a wrapper around arrays of data. This is a very brilliant way, very neat way to handle arrays of data. You can curate, you can sort it, you can use the group by clause and do a lot of things. Yeah, so these are the posts that we have, and this is also iterator. You can actually iterate on it. So this is also a very good thing. So let's go ahead and try to display these posts. So now, as I told you, like this is also an iterator. So let's go ahead and iterate on this, and for each post as post, and here we want to end for each, and let's go ahead and maybe use p tag or maybe h4 and try to display the post title. So this is just for your understanding. So we'll create a better UI for this. Okay, so we get all the titles here. Let's actually try to get a card here. So we'll display all the posts in a card. So we can use this card thing here. Yeah, actually we can use this guy here, and we can put this button here. So let's go ahead and copy this, and in here we can post it. So we need to remove the width. We don't want the width here, and we don't want the image. We want the card title, and then we in the content we want the post content, and here we want to show read more button. It will make sense, don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and see like how it look like. Okay, and yeah, it looks fine, but it's very ugly. Let's go ahead and try to make it a bit nicer. So instead of just iterating in the post, we'll be using rows of it, and we'll be displaying like maybe 3 posts in a row. For that we can use this guy, and we will put all of this here. Okay, and let's go ahead and refresh it and see like how it looks like. So the problem is like each post is in a different row, and let's fix this by using the chunk. So we'll be using the chunk method. So Laravel collection actually provide a chunk method to create chunk of your data, or like how you want to get a different chunks from this post. So let's go ahead and call it posts chunk. And so the post chunk contains the 4 posts, and let's make it from 4, let's make it 3. So post chunk will create a 3 posts, so we'll be using this post chunk as post, and here we can use this guy. So I hope it makes sense to you. So for each 3 posts we'll have 1 row, and for each row we'll have a column for width 4. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh it, and yeah, it does look better, but it's too much data and we don't want to display this much data here. So what we can do is we can actually use string and limit function. So we just want to display maybe 50 words. Okay, and yeah, it does look better. Let's make it maybe 100, and let's make this button a little bit smaller, and we can make it read more. Let's refresh this guy. Okay, so it does look nicer, but there is one thing that these posts are actually mixed up in each other. So let's go ahead and put some margins, and tree and for each row. And yeah, one more thing we can do is we can wrap this guys into a yeah, yeah, it definitely look much better here. So next thing is we need to add a link here that will actually lead us to the post that this is created, and there we can actually see the full post. Let's go ahead and create this guy. So for this, actually, first of all, we need to create a route. So we'll go to route.web.php and we'll add a route here. So post ID and we'll call it display post. I will name the route to display post, and that's it. We'll go here and we'll create a display post function. Here we'll get an ID as parameter. So this ID actually we need to mark it as a in parentheses so that this ID is passed to us in the display post method. And here we'll just query the post in the post model first. You can also use the first or fail method. So what it will do is it will try to find the post by this ID. If it is not able to find other ID, it will throw a 404 exception. So which is really cool, and we'll just and yeah, that's all we need to do. So we need to create a template here. So we'll call it home that post display post, or maybe we can run post display, and we'll pass the model here. Okay, and let's go ahead and create this guy here. So we can copy this one. We'll call it post display. Okay, and let's go ahead and remove this guy. We don't need this. Okay, so now we'll just first of all we'll show the title here. Maybe it should be h1 model art title, and then we'll show, let's just show this guy first, post content, and let's see how it looks. Okay, and we did not edit the route in the link yet. Let's go ahead and add the link. So here we'll add route display post, and we'll pass the ID of the post.id, and I think that's all we need to do. Let's go ahead and okay, cool. So we got to this page, but there's a problem here. Let's go ahead and fix this issue. Okay, so this is the model, and here instead of post we will going to use model. Sorry about that. Let's refresh this. Okay, so we get the post content here, but the problem is this is in HTML, but this is rendered as a text. So we'll be using the HTML rendered. So to render the HTML, we can use this syntax, and we can pass model.content. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, cool. So now everything is on a different line break is there, and this still does not look nice. So we can actually use text justify here. So let's go ahead and do that. Text justify. I hope this should work. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, cool. So it does work and it looks pretty nice. So last thing what we need to do, we need to add the user who created the post and the date post was created. So we can use maybe one of the bootstrap alert. Okay, maybe we can use this guy here. This looks simple. And here we can say, okay, to get the user from the post, we already have a user method here. Let's go ahead and check it out. So we already have a relation of the post with the user. So now we can get the user from the post. So whenever we'll call post.user, so it will call this method to get the user from the post. Because there is a relation between the post and user, so user ID is actually saved in the post, and Laravel will query a user with this user ID and will try to get the user first. So and let's go ahead and user.name posted by user. At here we can use size, and we can use maybe model period. Actually, this variable should also be model. So I think that's all we need. Let's go ahead and refresh this guy. Okay, cool. So it does work, and look at this nice little alert here. So, but I don't think we need alert here. Let's remove this guy. Comment 12, and it should be text, right? Yeah, I think now it should work. Yeah, cool. Let's give it a little bit of margin. So we can put margin maybe my4, and yeah, I think that's all we need to do. And yeah, click on home. We can go here. You can click on any post and then look at read that post. So yeah, in this video we actually created the post UI. So our user can actually come here and they can read the post created by different user. So in next video we'll be adding tags to this post, so user can actually search any post by tags, or maybe if, he can click on a tag and he can see all the similar posts for this tag. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.